Go to TAPgiles.com to learn dreams, engage my services, and support the channel.
I'm going to get a normal puppet, and I'm going to have it jump in different poses depending on which foot touched the ground last, sort of thing. So if we look at a puppet interface, it has lots of inputs and outputs that kind of communicate with the puppet itself, and it has right heel strike and left heel strike. So if we have a selector, we can kind of remember what was last stricken. So if we put left heel strike into A, right heel strike into B, and then we have this open. So when it receives a signal into A, it will set it to the A mode, and when it receives a signal into B, it will set it to the B mode, like from then on until it gets set in a different way. So now it's kind of going left and right as it's moving, and it's not changing while we're jumping. And if we have a really long stride time, which is minimum stride time, yeah, if we make it slower as well. Left, right. So we can use those signals to know which foot we're kind of pushing off of when we jump. Yeah, so there's jump ascent, jump peak, and jump descent. I think we use them all as the same thing. So if we wire them all into a node, then as long as we're in the air in some way, then it should be sending a signal. So let's have it be for the left one. So the left foot will be down and the right foot will be up. Just do that, I suppose. Okay, and we'll also turn off the procedural animations for the jump as well. There you go. So it's just perfectly in that pose. Right, so that's like the left leg was down, sort of thing. Also want, I think it's got some springiness. Let's turn it down. But we want to change which, we want to have another keyframe. So let's just copy that. We'll turn on puppet mirror and just grab each part, which will kind of mirror it to the other thing, and then turn that off, and then adjust that foot. And yeah, and this arm should be forwards like that. Okay, so depending on which of these is active, one of these will be activated. So we'll just have 2 extra nodes. So this will go into these nodes, and that will go into the left one, that will go into the right one, and only one of these will be active at a time. So we'll turn both of them off, and then we'll have one keyframe turn one of them on, and another keyframe turn the other one on. And that depends on which foot touched the ground last. So if we pin that to the screen, so the bottom one triggered when the bottom one of the bottom keyframe triggered, and then if the top one of the selector is on, then the top jump pose will trigger. So if we just look in here, let's get a better view. We change the color of one leg. Just select leg. Okay. Yeah, so the red one goes back if that was the last one, and the blue one goes back if that was the last one. But it won't make much sense because we're so slow, but that's the idea. Or maybe you'll just turn off procedural running when with a keyframe, because we just want to control the animation entirely, really, while we're jumping.
Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something interesting. Go to patreon.com/TAPgiles to learn something new every day.